Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where, we finished organizing Italy last episode, and we have another, 8 years of truce here with the Byzantine Empire. Now, I'm not opposed to breaking the truce. I don't care about that malice. What we can't do is we can't break the... That only costs 2,500 prestige. We could do it. What is this? The King of Lithuania is attacking in a de jure war. Sure. But if you think I'm helping you, you're a crazy person. You declared this war. I expect you to be able to win this. I do want to get Austrasia into the fold. We just successfully groomed an heir, and we now need an ambition. Well, we can make a friend, I suppose. That's fine. I would love to switch over to rulership focus for that stewardship. We can't do that for 2 more years, and the question is, do we go after the Byzantines sooner rather than later? We still need to move these retinue troops up here, but I think the answer is yes. And what do we go after here? Perhaps Asturias? That's a full kingdom that we don't have control of. Yeah, we could go after Asturias. It kind of doesn't matter, right? The Byzantines are fully fractured. This is not going to go well. They're at their cap with 160,000 troops. Well, they'll have a few more, but they're really toast. This is not going to go well. Look at this. We have 327,000 troops, and we're going to get more. Can we still Great Conquest them? Hang on. If we can't Great Conquest them anymore, that's a problem. De jure claims border disputes. This isn't looking good. Okay. We can't Great Conquest them anymore. What could we do? Did they join the coalition against us? They are. They're in the defensive pact now. Okay, that changes things dramatically. We may just have to chill for a good long time and just go for intrigue. The other option, of course, is our wife has a weak claim on the Byzantine Empire. Our heir, who is 2, did not appear to inherit that. Maybe because she hasn't died yet. Yeah, that's a possibility. Now, we do have... Uh-huh. Well, that's awful convenient. Lusitania and Asturias, we'd be able to inherit it. We're going to do that. I still want to go after Austrasia. This is not a decent opportunity for that. Okay. So we're going to get another chunk of the Byzantines via inheritance there. That's fantastic. And of course, once we switch over to Europa, we'll be able to conquer all this stuff relatively simply. We're not going to care about defensive pacts against us in Europa. Good game. We win. Excellent. Because, we're going to be able to conquer all this stuff in pretty short order. Potentially, we might be able to vassalize Austrasia pretty easily. They wouldn't do it right now. We can create some titles. Do we want to create any of these titles? Well, we currently only have 297 piety, which is exciting. These are titular here. Kingdom of Serbia is creatable. $200 piety. I'm going to hold off on that for right now. Same with this one, and the Kingdom of Denmark, and this duchy, because I'm most interested in creating the Empire of Hispania, which costs 400 piety, and that is something that we could save up for. We're making 11.76 piety per month, so we'd be able to do that pretty easily. We can also join the community of St. Anthony to potentially get more piety. That will cost us some money, but we'll have our 500 gold probably about the same time that we have our 400 piety. Now these troops are on their way up, which is fine. So yeah, we're going to have to switch mostly from conquest over into intrigue, because there's no way our threat is ever going to go down. Realistically, that is not going to happen. So we're going to have to take these things over a little bit more slowly from here on out until we switch over to the Europa mechanics, and then we can go back to conquest. Okay, that's going to war. That is fine. We'll just threaten him a little bit. He refused. How rude. People keep trying to seduce us. It keeps not going well. Can we switch over to rulership yet? Because we should definitely not be at war if we can't really fight wars. Because, I mean, realistically, we can beat any one power in the world, right? That's not an issue. What we can't do is beat them all at once. The Byzantines are half our strength anyway. You throw in all of these other nations, like for example Austrasia. Hang on. Like for example Austrasia. There we go. That's another 16k troops. You throw in Alania over here. It's another 9k. Like, it's piecemeal, right? But ultimately, it's still going to be a lot of troops on a lot of fronts. We might be able to sneak in and grab it via war score quick. It's a potential thing. And we might give that a go, but since we've got this going on, if we're going to do that, we might do a claim on Austrasia. Like this guy's claim on Austrasia. Okay, so if we hold a higher title and is of the same dynasty, then he would become our vassal. I doubt we're of the same dynasty. No, we are not. So that would not be very useful. Okay, that's good to know. We're going to move these troops together here, because we're going to split them up again. Like so. Wow, that supply limit is insane. Okay. We're still going to split it. Okay. 22,800, 27,950. Close enough. So a lot of this is definitely going to be conquered in Europa, right? That's not going to be... Lithuania, go home. You're drunk. Okay. We have a dangerous faction. This is an independence faction. What is going on here? King of Germany, huh? Okay. Who's the strong people in this? The King of France. Actually, Queen of France. She's not on the council, and she wants to be. Okay. Her skills are kind of marginal. Let's take a look at who we've got. This is a skill 20 steward, and that is important because we are under our domain limit right now. Maybe we could make her be a spy master and replace Hypatia. So we would then... Actually, we would have to do it from here. We replace Hypatia with the Queen of France. Only skill 10, but still. That will help us tremendously. We have the highest tech in the world, as expected. So we will just have her scheme. Okay. Sounds good. So I do want to create that Empire of Hispania title. So we should... Is your part of the Byzantine Empire? RIP. This is... Also, de jure Byzantine. Okay. I guess we'll have to find it this way. So we'll just go right through here real quick. There we go. Create Empire of Hispania. Fantastic. We'll light that guy on fire a bit. I'm sure he'll be fine. Okay, so how many Empire titles do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are a sextuple emperor. I like it. I'll be honest, this game of Crusader Kings has gone really well. Quite exceptional. Very happy with it so far. And we still have time to get a few more chunks out of the world. Organizing this in Europa is going to be a bit of a nightmare. Especially considering we control most of the HRE, and that Emperor update just came out as I'm recording this day before yesterday. I did a bit of a trial game in that yesterday with Outlaw, and they've made some changes. So that's interesting. Where is this? That is not our problem. It's already dealt with. Hakim has issues. My little son Hakim is not like other children. He does not scream or cry or even get upset, but he observes the world with keen interest. This morning, he burst into bubbling laughter when a cook cut his hand badly and there was blood everywhere. Animals do not like him, and he makes a strange buzzing sound when near other children. Archers whisper demon spawn, and the servants have started to avert their eyes and make covert signs to ward off evil. Oh my. So we can fast and pray to Jesus, 50% chance of no effect, 50% chance that he's a suspected demon spawn, giving the following effects: plus 1% national revolt risk and minus 20 general opinion. Of us or of him? I mean, he's not our heir, but we'll seek the advice of our patriarch. Our patriarch believes that he is the spawn of Satan. Even worse, he believes that his mother, Empress Anthanasia, I'm going to go with, is a witch who has had congress with demons. So this would guarantee that he is a suspected demon spawn. And our wife would now be a suspected witch. Or we could make this guy be a bastard. She would get imprisoned. We're going to go with that. Okay, we are now unmarried. Our wife actually is not even counted as an ex-wife. Okay. She's just, like, gone. Oh, she went back to the Byzantine Empire. Fair enough. Okay. So who do we want to marry? Definitely someone with high stewardship if we're not going to get an inheritance from this, and we know that we're not going to because we already have an heir, and that heir has an inheritance lined up. So I think, with that in mind, we are instead going to go for the highest stewardship that we can, which would be her. Okay. Seems fine. I don't really care about prestige right now. There we go. Okay, so that still... Well, we're now at 9 of 8. Hang on. We have an extra title? This barony. We don't need to have this barony. We'll create a vassal for that. There we go. Now we're no longer over our domain limit. That is fantastic. Let's check in on our castles, even though I don't think there's anything to be built here. Indeed, there is not. What we could do is we could build another castle here. Now, we're at 8 of 8 domain size, so I think I'm reasonably content with our domain right now. So, I want to make sure that we've maxed out all of our hospitals, and I believe that we have. Yes. So we could start working on hospitals in surrounding territory, just to keep our domain a little bit more safe. Something like this. So anything that surrounds us right now, we're building a hospital in. There's already one here. Okay, sounds good. We do need a new spy master, and we're going to sort by rank. There's a new Queen of France, but the King of Germany is actually a little bit better. What are the relative strengths? That's Thuringia. I am, of course, looking for Germany. 26k? We may end up having to put both in. So we'll put Pepin in for now. And then I think this advisor will fire. And he's going to be salty about it. But that will allow us to put the Queen of France in this position. There. That should do. And that should keep them out of trouble for now, at least. Rumors of infatuation. I'm pretty offended by that. Get out of here. Morale of armies or levy size? I think we'll go for morale of armies. I don't think we need larger levies, if I'm honest. Like, what else are we going to get? We've already got ludicrous numbers of troops. Now we need ludicrous numbers of better troops. Okay, so let's work on our surrounding hospitals a little bit. They want us to switch to theology focus? We can do that, actually. There we go. These hospitals are under construction, and you can see just how effective our hospitals are. It doesn't touch where we have these hospitals. No problem. No syphilis here. Where we are building hospitals, of course, it runs rampant. But we do need something to spend this money on, and it does bear noting that our vassals will continue to press our borders throughout this time while we're chilling, and that will not get us threat. This inheritance, however, will get us threat. Luckily, that is many years in the future at this point. But this game does end, as a reminder, on 11 November 1444. So, I mean, we've still got a fair number of years yet. I'd say this is probably going to be, what, like... somewhere between 8 and 10 episodes, is my guess? Who is this? Our courtier? Go for it. So yeah, I think that the Crusader Kings portion of this will probably be somewhere around 8 to 10 more episodes, maybe a few more than that. depending on how quickly we breeze through this last little bit. But we're nearing the end of what we can accomplish in Crusader Kings. Just because we're time limited, right? Like, we could continue going until we had all of this if we had unlimited time, but we don't. So that'll be fine. And then we will take over the entire world, possibly in Europa, certainly by the time Victoria comes around. I do not see a world in which we have... I do not see a world in which we have to put in anything at all related to Hearts of Iron. I don't think that's going to happen. Austrasia's a little salty at us. Fair enough. So for right now, we are going, of course, to continue working on these hospitals over here to get ourselves that last little bit of tech as we proceed through the rest of the game. So we're just going to be pouring gold into these nearby hospitals. Something along the lines of this. These are, of course, nice and cheap. At this point, anyway. There we go. Were there still a couple that were under construction over here? Yes. Oh my. The demon child just killed our heir. This is bad. This is quite bad, actually. When can we change our focus? Not for another 4 years. And that definitely lost us this as well. Okay, there's Build a War Chest finished. I guess we'll see the realm prosper. Our wife is chaste. That's not a good thing. We are lustful, which offsets that. Okay, this is going to be exciting. I was not expecting our son to be murdered there. But for now, I'm going to have to say that that's something that we're going to deal with next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.